All right. Went to Intergalactic Plastic today. Uh, Went to go check and look for some stuff. He's supposed to be going to look for some stuff for me. Hadn't had a chance to do it yet. He's got a lot to go through. So, but I figured while I'm there, I'll pick up some of the 50-cent books, some of the $1, $2, $3, $4 kind of books. Big giant stack here. Um, Marvel Saga. I have all but two of these, I think, but these I had every one of them. So, but I love the back covers of these. I think the clear backing boards would be perfect for these kind of books. I think the producers and people over at Disney would do good to read these, get a good history of the characters, and know what it is that they're messing up so drastically and never telling the stories correctly. Because here's all the stories, and the best part about these is if you've ever looked at them, they actually have parts of the original stories. So you'll have Ditko and Kirby and Buscema and all of them actually doing stuff throughout. But it does a synopsis of sort of what went on with some of the art from it. So again, this is I'd recommend this to anybody who's a brand new collector. Pick up these, they're cheap. Like I said, I picked these up out of the 50-cent bin. They're newsstands too, which was pretty cool for the time period, because this is the later, mid to late part of the 80s. So this gives you a history, though, of Marvel at the time all the way through. And if you follow it all the way up through that part of it from, I think it goes up to 20 or 25, it'll give you a good history of, from X-Men, the Avengers, Marvel Girl, okay, you got Doctor Doom, beautiful Ditko, Doctor Strange. So, I mean, you get some really beautiful work. What I'm thinking about doing, since I have doubles and triples of these, thinking about bagging them this way with the ones I have the doubles of, and then putting them up so that I can actually display them sometime with the outside photo. Again, see, the Mandarin, Electro, the Hulk, the Avengers, Submariner. So, I mean, it tells you all the stories of all of it. Daredevil, Elektra there. And you got the Green Goblin on the back. There's that Avengers cover, the background right there. Baron Zemo. And old Daredevil outfit. You got the owl. So, I mean, everything sort of, these are all stories that are originally in books that, probably can't afford right now. So, when you look at this, even Kang the Conqueror, this issue, though, he doesn't slap anybody, so, there's no anything going on there to where he's going to not be in the next one if it comes up. Doctor Strange, love that one, the saluting Captain America. This will be when Wonder Man dies. That'd be his last appearance of that one until his, rebirth again. So, then again, the Frightful Four, the Inhumans, Kazar, Doctor Strange, Baron Mordo. So, I mean, there's all kinds of leader. I mean, X-Men, Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, the Absorbing Man, mean, that right there itself would be just a cool cover. And moved on to these. These were also in the 50-cent bin. This is the Real Adventures of Jonny Quest. I'm almost done with this. There's 12 of these. These are the Cartoon Network one they did at a point where they started doing redoing an animated version, mixing the computer stuff with it. But I figured I'd collect them. There's number 7 and number 8. Pretty neat covers. I mean, the concept I thought was really neat. I mean, they brought in Jessica, which is or Jessie, as they call her, which is supposed to be Rafe Bannon's daughter, and she's supposed to be, I think, connected to Jade, which again you find as characters, and as an end result, she now is. And they sort of played at that, I think, in the second animated series of Jonny Quest in the 80s. So this sort of ties it into where she's a teenager like they are. Picked up this Spidey Super Stories for 50 cents. Yes, it is low grade, but you guess what? It's number 5. There's Shocker in it. So that'll be another one ticked off my list. This is a duplicate, so I already have this one. So it'll be just another one to go in my mini box of duplicates. The Doom Patrol number 1. Now, I wasn't kind of going back to these simply because it's kind of at the end of the 80s and a lot of stuff started changing in that sense. But I figured for 50 cents, I'd pick up the first issue. And again, no ads. So, and then the annual for the Secret Origins of the Doom Patrol. And this tells you both the old and the new. And also Captain Comet. The next 2 are Hulks, and both of them are ones I already had, so they'll probably go in my brother's pile. He was always a big Hulk fan, so every time I see where I can pick him up for 50 cents. So I figure if I can kind of fill a little box for him, I do. Next thing is I'm trying to finish the end run of Wonder Woman, the original series. And I do have the last issue in here. As you see, it's 325. This is the official last issue when they finished that original series. Then they threw in numbers after it that I could care less about, but this would be the end of it, February of 86. And then this is one of the annuals to, it's a regular series of the next one, but I thought it was kind of neat with Perez and all them and stuff, so I figured I'd grab it. Got a little Tomb Raider, Cloak and Dagger, the mini-series. I thought this is the one I needed, and actually the one I need is actually number 2. 2 is the only one. I didn't have my list with me at the time, so this was, I picked it up, but it's not the one I needed. Danger Girl. Picked up a couple of Supergirls. Number 8. I'm almost done with this volume. I love this one because of the new outfit and the American flag waving behind her. And then Shotgun Mary. And this next book I picked up just so that Jambo would watch my video at least up to here, you know, as something. So picked up this Adam Hughes Voodoo. These are literally just, you know, dollar books pretty much, if not less. This was 50 cents actually. Picked up a double of this. I already have this one, but I thought I'd grab it for 50 cents. $3 for the Creature on the Loose, number 14. Pretty neat looking. You can look at who was actually drawing that. The next one after, Creatures on the Loose. Again, $3, so thought it was a good grab. 50-cent for Weird War Tales with the Creature Commandos. Love the Creature Commandos. Trying to kind of put together this whole run of them because I liked them before everybody started announcing animated series and movies or anything else. I hated they did it before I could get to it. Picked up number 5 of G.I. Joe, 50-cent. And a duplicate of number 59. I think I got like 3 of those now. 50-cent. For $3, picked up a Blackhawks. Love that. That is so tough. And it's pretty cool looking. That's when the Blackhawks relaunched after they'd come out of the wartime era with a Joe Kubert. And this is one during the Silver Age. I already had this one bought for $2. I was like, yeah, I'll grab that. I kind of sold off this run of Superman. I kind of bought it, but then I'm like, I'm not sure I'm going to keep it. But this is during the time when John Byrne redid sort of his origin and ran through everything. There's nothing wrong with it. I actually like the first part of that Superman run. It was just really about room and space. But I grabbed it. It was only 50-cent. And this Action Comics is part of the runs that I'm working on with Action Comics since Superman. I'll run it all the way up till about 86 before I stop collecting them. 1986. A little bit of Ninja High School. Now this is where I get into my Dungeons and Dragons side of stuff. This is Spelljammer number 3. Working on doing that run. Spelljammer number 12. The Forgotten Realms. Again, all these are TSR. Forgotten Realms number 3. That's a repeat for me. Number 17. This is a repeat too, but these are my pulp style characters I really enjoy. Buck Rogers. I didn't really like Dynamite's take on him. I like some of the other ones better, but I figured there's 12 issues of this, count the zeros, so 13, plus alternate covers, of course, during this period of time. But I figured I'd grab another one of these. This is a great little find. I think it's from 1982. It's the Phantom versus the Sky Maidens. This is basically as you can tell, it's a thick book. So it was pretty cool. It's got the stories just like this inside. It's all from original 1930s one. So I picked up maybe 2 other Phantom-like related stuff like this at the same shop. So he must have got them in the collection with stuff. This is the Adventures of the Thing miniseries. There's only 4 of these. So I'll be looking for the other 3. I bought it for $1, so it wasn't like it was a big one. Now my Conan I was working on. She just looks really crazy up there. It's some beautiful art there. You got number 38. Picked up 79. I do have this one, but I do not have it in a Whitman, so I thought, I'll buy it. And again, like I said, this is again number 79. Now I'm working on the high end of the part of the run. This is a newsstand of the high end part of that run. Number 173. Number 181. 185. 191. 221. 265. And this is the later Conan the Adventurer series. I've only one of these, and so I see number one, so I figured I'd pick it up. You look at it, it's embossed. It's kind of raised up on there. So I thought, yeah, you know what? It's a number one, so I'll grab it. And because there's not very many in this either. I think there's only about 12 in this. Picked up another for my armor run from that series. I got a duplicate of, I got the Champions run done, but I love Black Goliath. And in this, I figured I wanted to grab another one with him in it. And my last book is a Star Trek from DC. Saravik does, she's got her bad weapon right there and a gun and heading out to find the traitor. So I thought that was a pretty cool, pretty good overall haul. Like I said, 50-cent books like crazy with a few $3 and $2 things thrown in there and stuff. So it was pretty good for that. All right, well, second all this year, so I'll talk to y'all later.